in another episode of Politically Incorrect, or I read it on 4chan, Cubic Simulation Systems, Kevin Hogg and David Hogg. Balloon Naughty confirmed. I'm not even going to bring up what it says here. I've got it archived. Go look at the archive. Frozen forever and stupid. And I'd like to mention again, this is an anonymous post, but the ID code for it is there if you want to. And this was Saturday, 24th February 2018. This is an old story. And people only briefly mention it because it's so transparently stupid. But people bring it up because you believed somebody said, I read it on 4chan. On the conspiracy thread under Reddit, you're allowed to post anti-Trump statements. You are allowed to do it. And yeah, they use last Tuesdayism because telling us the actual time, well, it's in there. It's February 24th, right? Oh, it's the same person. And what happened that didn't happen on 4chan? It's a different Kevin Hogg. Look at the LinkedIn page you posted. Oh, well, now you notice on 4chan, it doesn't do that. It's just got the guy posting under himself and locking the thread out. Because 4chan, pro-Donald, that's what the poll thing is, does not want dissenting opinions or people looking stuff up. So here we go. This is the LinkedIn page. I'm including a link below that I lost on how to trick LinkedIn into getting out of your face and letting you look up people's names. Yes, the person who made this meme knows that it's really hard to get into LinkedIn sometimes, and picked the first Kevin Hogg that popped up that said this: hardware engineer. That's not a good description of Mr. Hogg, the Daddy Hogg, the Hogg Daddy. Cubic simulation systems or cubic transportation systems? I guess it doesn't matter because the company also mentions that it has interns. So anyway, how many other Kevin Hoggs are there? There's a lot of them in lots of different places, but let's pick literally the first one that pops up, and just don't assume anyone's going to contradict us on a pro-Donald channel or source. You could also type site:linkedin.com/in/ and then put in the name and get all of this. There are 7,250 people named Kevin Hogg or not. I'll include the image link too. And also include it with and without quotes so you can narrow it down. With quotes, it narrows it down, right? Because they only let you put in the first and last name. That's the best way to do it, right? I mean, it really is. So here we go. Unconventional warfare. Yeah. They also make simulators for unconventional warfare that look like arcade frickin' attractions. No, I'm not kidding. They do. But anyway, let's go on. I mean, this is total Illuminati proof. David, Kevin, and Cubic's employee. It's not him. And all Republicans on the net get cucked. Or is it kecked? All praise keck. Next. You could have typed in Kevin Hogg, cubic simulation systems, or even cubic transportation systems, and found everybody contradicting people where you have open commenting that this was a really lame, really bizarrely stupid. Again, conservatives always getting caught lying about things, fabricating things, or being really, really very bad at research. Like, it's almost like they don't care about facts, they care about fantasy. David Hogg's dad, Kevin Hogg, does not own cubic simulation or transportation systems, or even work there for Obama's FEMA camp gun confiscation Orlando, Florida train stations. Balloon Naughty. Orlando, Florida area mechanical or industrial engineer with skills in SolidWorks, AutoCAD, Microsoft Office, oh that's a skill, Excel, Sigma, geometric, dimensioning and tolerancing, ASME, yada yada, currently working at Cubic Transportation Systems, or depending on what you look at it as, Cubic Simulation Systems Division in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, he helps plan trains and bus infrastructure and sidelines building apparently low-orbit ion cannons. I'm an experienced mechanical design engineer, and somehow also a CIA agent, and I can shape-shift so that I look like a famous person's dad. Responsible for the design and development for multiple weapon simulators, and also figuring out how to make sure the trains run on time, pun intended, and or other design projects at Cubic. Anyway, a routine collaboration. He's a collaborator between electrical and software systems and manufacturing and engineering to bring the product and to production status. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Current supervisor and mentor to the mechanical interns at Cubic because they have interns. David Hogg's dad, named Kevin, isn't the person in the LinkedIn profile. The person who did this meme didn't research it enough to know that you can actually get away with searching it to find a brief summary. He's also... I'm not going any further. Okay, again, conservatards getting caught lying, not making a mistake. At worst. No, not at worst, being propagandists. Now, I want to point out something about LinkedIn. If I ever run a company again, and I probably will, and I see someone bring me a resume, the first thing I'm going to tell them for the second resume and the second meeting, because you always have to do a second meetup, is that they have to, on their LinkedIn profile, change the name of the LinkedIn profile to former LinkedIn profile due to failure of LinkedIn to help me get a job. I want that to be the meme because it blocks you from looking at any of the profiles so you can evaluate anything. I shouldn't have to log in to evaluate somebody. LinkedIn, you suck. And you block people from archiving anything so they can avoid your website. I mean, you don't want us archiving anything. Next, if you cite a LinkedIn profile, you have to do a good job archiving it when you're able to view it. I did. You will be able to find a link below to a transported archive. That's a fancy word for I copied the entire page verbatim as HTML and dumped it into a file. I'm going to put that somewhere where someone can read it so that you don't have to log in. I'm going to do the job LinkedIn refused to do, and it's just the one you're supposed to see when you don't have an account. LinkedIn is extremely abusively nasty about this. Now, I'm going to repeat this. David Hogg's dad apparently is the guy in the middle. That's what everybody's been telling me because they've been using his picture against him. And he is not the guy on the right, which is the one who's being accused of being something else. Now, I'd like to point out that his dad is apparently suffering from some sort of issues. Now, that's his dad. That's the one I know of. Is it a different one? No, it isn't. Is the guy on the right actually his dad? No, he isn't. He's not even partially. You can include other lines in to find every Kevin Hogg in Florida. David's dad may not even be in Florida as far as his job title location. Did you think of that? Does anybody on the pro-Donald 4chan and the pro-Donald sections of Reddit ever actually question the lockstep, nearly Goebbels-like rhetoric that they are exposed to every damn day? No, they freaking don't. And by the way, I'd like to point out, since it's all anonymous, these could be Russian colluders and collaborators. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. Meme destroyed again, I'm sure. Bye.